Tough loss, Scott. You obviously showed a lot of fight in that last few minutes. I guess what's your initial takeaway from that?
Well, I thought it was a heck of a game. Congratulations to them. They play fantastic. I had said the other day, obviously they have championship pedigree, and Dean's a hell of a coach. And not that their roster's back intact, they're a handful. And so I thought it was just a really good physical game. Back and forth there, and quite competitive, which was great. And they just made a lot of really good plays, a lot of good hustle plays. Made some key shots, which is always important, but more importantly, our foul discipline is, again, a problem for us. And when we get into the numbers that we got into, I think they had us already at the end of the third, shot 28 foul shots. Again, that's a recipe for disaster for us to walk them to the line that many times.
Do you feel the game was won and lost in that third quarter, or is it too simple to sort of say that when they got that advantage there?
I thought they were just a little bit playing a little bit more with an edge than we were at most of the game, and just hustle plays and energy plays. In the third quarter, obviously, they broke open there, which was enough to maintain the lead and put us on our back foot. But again, credit to them; they played well and were very good defensively and scrappy, and what I expect out of a United team.
As I said, you guys showed a lot of fight, which you're known for. I guess what was sort of the message to the squad after a loss like this?
Just regroup. You got to be tougher longer, and we're on to the next game. And again, the message is quite simple. We got to win a few games, or we're not in the playoffs, and we go home. It's pretty straightforward on the process over the next whatever it is, 2.5, 3 weeks for a lot of teams, and you got to take advantage when you can, and if not, you'll just be from the outside looking in.
So there were a couple of big positives. Obviously, Jack McVeigh, he's probably been down the last few games. He had 18 points, and what have you made of him? Is he sort of struggling through injury at the moment, or is?
Yeah, he's been injured for about 3 weeks, and I would say he's still not real good in some areas there with some of his mobility and stuff. But I just think trying to manage him the best we can, and it is what it is. There's a lot of players that are hurt this time of the year, and he just happens to be one of our guys.
On the back of that, I guess, what's the plan to reintegrate Sammy, Mack and Kenny? How is that sort of a challenge, I guess? You've got so many healthy players now. It must be a good challenge there.
Yeah, I mean, we'll slowly try to get them back in and pick our spots when we think we can use them, and not rush them out there just to rush them out there. But it's very hard to play 13 guys, and we do need them on the floor, and we'll try to gradually get them out there, maybe against matchups or things moving forward that will benefit us. But to be coming back from an injury this late in the season with not a lot of practice time and not a lot of time to get game rhythm, and it's out as long as they have been, it's difficult.
Milton had a big last term. I think it was 14 points. He continues to be a very clutch player for you guys. What did you make of his sort of last quarter heroics, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, I thought he was good, and we just can't rely on Milt to do those kind of things. Just in general, we need to be a little bit more balanced and more guys contributing, and we got a little stagnant with him just in general. And again, good credit to United. Their guards were quite physical, which you expect, and having Illy back for them is a game changer in my opinion. And I think he's just a hell of a player in this league, and can really get after guys, and he kind of sets the tone for them.
JB, a tough loss, I guess. What's the mindset of the squad after a loss like that?
Yeah, I mean, we're lucky in the fact that we've got a quick turnaround getting into Illawarra. We've been able to back it up all year in terms of bouncing back from tough losses, so it's no different to any other game that we played throughout the year. We just got to reflect on this one, wipe it off, and then go play the next one. Just be better.
Scott, this one I had to ask. You hit another half-court shot. It would have been nice to ask you to win, but you said it's a thing. Do you want to elaborate on that at all?
No, it's kind of redundant at this point, and it's kind of getting old and boring that I keep doing that to these guys, but I will continue. We have a few more games to do that, and it's just a thing.
Sneaking into the gym late at night to work on it.
No, it's just a thing.
Was there a new celebration? What was today's celebration?
No, the same celebration. They're kind of over that too. But
yeah, we're pretty over that.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Yep.
Chris?
Jared, we saw Scott even bring out the chainsaw celebration when he did it earlier today. How are we going to stop him hitting these shots every day?
Yeah, look, keep him out of the gym practicing late at night. That's the only reason he could have got this much better in the space of a year. He's got to be working on his game.
On a bit more of a serious front, I guess Scott talked about the foul discipline and the fact that they went to the foul line 31 times, and that was probably the biggest difference between you guys, because you won the possession battle by so much with your offensive rebounding in the first half. I mean, what do you do to fix that in the coming weeks?
First of all, shout out to Rashad Kelly bringing the energy right from the start of the game. He was an absolute monster from the start, and yeah, like that was impressive from him. And if he can continue that form, that's going to help us a lot moving forward. But yeah, the foul discipline's sort of been an issue with us all year, in and out. And we pride ourselves on being up and in and being able to be physical and aggressive on the ball, etc. But we just got to do it in a smart way. And when we can, we're really good. And when we send teams to the foul line 31 times, it's pretty difficult to win games more often than not.
Scott, tricky game now on Tuesday. The Hawks they seem to lose a player every single night, but they keep fighting so hard as well, and they're getting so close to that elusive win. You'll be hoping that doesn't come on Tuesday.
Yeah, I mean, again, all the games are important for all the teams. Obviously, they're playing for their pride, and some of those guys are playing for contracts and whatever else down there, and so they have a free swing to just go out and play and be free and do what they need to do. And it's an important game for us on the road, and we'll have to be prepared. And they're quite scrappy, especially in that building. They've done quite well, and we'll have our hands full. I mean, there's just no easy games left of what we have left. They're all monumental in some fashion or form. It's not life or death, but it is exciting again to be in these situations and to play in these games.
Thanks, guys.
Scott, I've just got one more.
Yeah.
Sorry. It must be nice to see Will McNay continue to sort of get his conditioning.
Yep.
And on the back of that, what did you make of his big and one dunk as well?
No, I thought he was just, he's slowly, getting his legs back underneath him. We're kind of keeping him in the 20-minute range is kind of where we see him right now, and managing him during the week correctly to make sure that he continues to stay healthy for us and gets through these next 2 or 3 weeks. But, he continues to put in some of the work that he needs to get done. And, I still think he's probably at 60% probably. He's got a lot more left there to grow into, and that might not be this season. It might be, over the break and into next season. But he's on the right track.
Well, guys, thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.